Welcome back to our T-level digital production design and development video series. In today's video, we're going to explore a crucial aspect of how modern organizations operate, the key areas of organizations and how information technology, or IT, is used to support them. This is section 5.1.2, the key areas of organizations and how IT is used to support them. Part 1 contains the introduction, human resources, research, design and development, and logistics. There will be another video that covers marketing, finance, and management. Before we dive into the specifics, let's start with a fundamental concept. Organizations, whether they're small businesses or large corporations, implement many processes to function effectively and smoothly. Each of these processes is carried out by a particular functional area. But here's the key point. These functional areas don't operate in isolation. They need to work together. And this is where digital technology plays a big part. Imagine a company where the marketing team has no idea what the finance team is doing, or where the human resources department can't communicate effectively with logistics. It would be chaos, right? That's why collaborative working between functional areas is so crucial, and digital technology is the glue that holds it all together. It's important to note that these functional areas may not always be in the same building. In our modern globalised world, they could be in different buildings, different cities, or even different countries. This geographical spread makes the role of IT even more critical in ensuring smooth operations. In this video, we're going to look at three key functional areas: human resources, research, design and development, and logistics. For each area, we'll explore its main functions and then look at how IT is used to support and enhance these functions. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how these different areas of an organization work together and how technology facilitates this collaboration. This knowledge is crucial for anyone looking to work in digital production, design and development, as you'll need to understand the broader context in which your technical skills will be applied. Before we move on, let's check your understanding. Can you name 3 reasons why collaboration between functional areas is important in an organization? So, are you ready to explore the inner workings of modern organizations? Let's get started with our first area, human resources. This is one of the most critical departments in any organization, and for good reason. It deals with the organization's most valuable asset, its people. The main function of HR is to recruit people to undertake a variety of roles within the organization. But it's not just about hiring. HR is responsible for ensuring that people have the appropriate qualifications, experience, knowledge and skills for the position they're applying for. But HR's responsibilities don't stop once an employee is hired. They're also in charge of training employees, managing employee relations, understanding and keeping up to date with current workforce legislation and regulations, and setting pay scales, benefits and compensation. Now, let's look at how IT is used in HR. Technology has revolutionized the way HR departments operate, making many processes more efficient and effective. Firstly, many HR departments now post job opportunities online and ask potential applicants to apply through an online tracking system. This saves time for the HR team, allowing them to focus on other important tasks. However, it's worth noting that these systems aren't perfect. A poorly designed system can be cumbersome to navigate and might deter potential applicants. It's a reminder that technology is only as good as its implementation. Communication has become easier with the use of email, text, and messaging apps. HR staff can maintain contact with other functional areas within the organization quickly and easily. For example, if a manager wants to share information about a new employee with the logistics team, they can send a quick email to the relevant team members. There are also software programs available that can support the analysis of employee performance. These can provide insights such as whether an employee finishes their work on time and to standard, how their performance compares with previous periods, and whether it has increased or decreased. However, it's critical to strike a balance. While technology can provide valuable data, over-reliance on it can have negative effects. For instance, constant monitoring through cameras or other means can make employees feel that their privacy is being invaded, potentially leading to decreased morale and productivity. Finally, HR deals with a lot of sensitive and confidential information, such as employee personal records. This means that good security measures need to be in place to protect this data. There should also be relevant policies and procedures stipulating who can have access to this information. Now, let's test your understanding. Can you name 3 ways in which IT is used in human resources and one potential drawback of each? Excellent. As you can see, IT plays an essential role in modern HR departments, but it's important to use these tools thoughtfully and ethically. Next, we'll look at how IT supports the research, design and development functional area. This department plays a major role in the product lifecycle of an organisation. While it's separate from other functional areas, its functions are often closely related to others and require collaborative working. The research, design and development area has several key responsibilities. Let's break them down. New product research. Before any new product is produced, this team conducts a thorough study to support the project. This includes establishing the specifications of the product, the costs involved, and production timescales. They also evaluate the need for the product. In other words, is it something that customers or stakeholders will actually want to use? New product development. Once the research phase is complete and the outcome is positive, the team moves on to designing and developing the new product based on the identified specifications and needs. It's crucial that the product meets both the product guidelines and any regulatory requirements. Existing product updates. Sometimes existing products need to be updated. The team will research the feasibility of updating an existing product, or determine whether it would be more appropriate to design a new product altogether, or even stop production of the existing product. Problem solving. There may be occasions when this team is asked to resolve a problem with an existing product, or to find a solution if the production process has to change. Quality control. In some organisations, this team is also responsible for quality checks of the products. Their detailed knowledge of the specifications and functionality makes them well suited for ensuring that products meet the required standards. Competitive analysis. To help the organisation stay competitive, this team researches and analyses competitors' products, as well as new and emerging trends within their industry. Now, let's look at how IT is used in this functional area. First and foremost, product developers use computer-aided design, CAD, packages to develop designs. These can be 2D drawings or 3D models with precise measurements. This technology allows for much more accurate and detailed designs than traditional methods. For presenting design ideas, in addition to standard presentation software, product developers can use software to develop high-fidelity prototypes. These can be presented to clients or internal stakeholders, allowing for more productive and detailed feedback. This means adaptations can be made more quickly and efficiently before the full product is developed. Design documentation is another area where IT plays a crucial role. While documentation can be produced from CAD programs, other packages are also used to produce digital mood boards, digital storyboards, flow charts, and many other forms of design documentation. These digital tools facilitate discussions about ideas and help manage ongoing projects more effectively. As with HR, the security of stored files is very important in this department. Relevant policies and procedures must be developed to protect sensitive design information from competitors or unauthorized access. Now, let's test your understanding. Can you explain 3 ways in which IT is used in the research, design and development department and why each is important? In our next section, we'll explore how IT supports the logistics functional area. Logistics is essentially the planning framework for material management, information and service. It's often said that logistics is about having the right type of product or service, at the right place, at the right time, for the right price, and in the right condition. If you've ever ordered something online and received it quickly and in perfect condition, you've experienced good logistics in action. Let's break down the key activities involved in logistics: purchasing, planning, coordination, transportation, warehousing and distribution. People working in logistics need a wide range of skills, including planning, controlling, directing, coordination, forecasting, inventory management, and more. It's a complex field that requires both broad knowledge and specific expertise. Now, let's look at how IT is revolutionizing the field of logistics. The use of digital technology in this area is particularly exciting and is transforming how businesses operate. First, we have automation. Data-driven software is improving operational efficiency in tasks like package labeling and streamlining sorting systems in warehouses. This means faster processing times and fewer errors. Next, there's robotics. Robots are now designed to perform several tasks simultaneously. They're particularly useful in e-commerce operations to improve efficiency and speed to meet the increasing demands of online sales. For example, Amazon uses Kiva robots to complete one-click orders in less than 15 minutes, a task that would take a human 60 to 75 minutes. This has reduced their operating costs by 20%. Wearable technology is also becoming standard within logistics. DHL, for instance, experimented with using Google Glass in one of their warehouses to see if it would increase speed and reduce human error during the order picking process. The results were impressive, showing a 25% improvement in efficiency and increased employee satisfaction. Drones are becoming increasingly popular, especially for delivering products quickly to dense and congested urban areas. UPS has even partnered with Zipline to start a medical drone delivery service in Africa, demonstrating how this technology can have far-reaching impacts. Self-driving vehicles are another exciting development. Logistics organizations have started adopting this technology in storerooms and shipping yards, using autonomous forklifts and small driverless plant trucks. Cloud computing applications are providing opportunities for greater efficiency and flexibility. Smart processes can cut transaction costs and allow for real-time data access and sharing across the supply chain. Finally, the Internet of Everything, IoE, is having a significant impact. For example, temperature and humidity sensors can monitor the supply chain for quality control, even detecting when packaging has been tampered with. Now, let's test your understanding. Can you name 3 ways in which IT is used in logistics and explain how each improves efficiency or effectiveness? Now that we've explored how IT is used in human resources, research and development, and logistics, let's put our knowledge to the test with a real-world scenario. Imagine a company called Smart Home Inc. They're a small business that specializes in making smart doorbells, those devices that let you see and talk to visitors at your door, even when you're not at home. Smart Home Inc. is currently working on an exciting new project, They're developing a new model of smart doorbell with improved video quality and longer battery life. Sounds pretty cool, right? As you might expect, this new project is keeping different parts of the company quite busy. The human resources team needs to hire 2 new engineers to help with the project. They're using online job boards to advertise the positions and conducting video interviews with potential candidates. Over in the research and design department, the team is hard at work using computer software to create 3D models of the new doorbell design. This helps them visualize and refine the product before it goes into production. Meanwhile, the logistics team is already planning ahead. They're figuring out how they'll ship these new doorbells to customers once they're ready. They're even considering using tracking devices to monitor shipments and ensure they reach customers safely and on time. So that's the situation at Smart Home Inc. Now, let's see how well you've understood the role of IT in these different business areas. I'm going to ask you 2 questions about this scenario. Question 1. Name 3 ways that Smart Home Inc. is using IT in different parts of the company. Question 2. Explain how the use of IT could help Smart Home Inc. work more efficiently in 2 of these areas. Give specific examples. Now let's look at 2 different responses to our first question. Name 3 ways that Smart Home Inc. is using IT in different parts of the company. First, let's consider this answer. HR uses computers. They make 3D stuff. They track items. While this answer does touch on the 3 different areas of the company, it lacks specificity and detail. It doesn't clearly explain how IT is being used in each area. This kind of vague response would likely only receive 1 out of 3 marks for the first part only. Now, let's look at a higher quality answer. The HR team uses online job boards to advertise positions and conduct video interviews with candidates. The research and design team utilizes 3D modeling software to create detailed designs of the new doorbell. The logistics team is considering implementing tracking devices to monitor shipments of their products. This answer is much more specific. It clearly identifies 3 distinct ways that IT is being used across different parts of the company. Each point provides detail about both the technology being used and its purpose. This answer would likely receive full marks. Remember, when answering questions like this, it's important to be specific about both the technology and how it's being applied in the business context. Now, let's examine 2 different responses to our second question. Explain how the use of IT could help Smart Home Inc. work more efficiently in 2 of these areas. Give specific examples. First, let's look at this answer. It could help HR find people faster. It could also help make the doorbells look better. This would save time and money for the company. While this answer does attempt to address 2 areas, it lacks depth and specific examples. It doesn't clearly explain how IT would improve efficiency or provide concrete examples. This kind of surface-level response would likely only receive 1 out of 4 marks. Now, let's consider a higher quality answer. In HR, implementing an applicant tracking system could streamline the hiring process. This software could automatically screen resumes for key skills, saving time for HR staff and ensuring no qualified candidates are overlooked. For example, it could quickly identify applicants with specific engineering qualifications needed for the new doorbell project. For the research and design team, using cloud-based 3D modeling software could improve collaboration. This would allow team members to work on designs simultaneously from different locations, speeding up the development process. It would also make it easier to share designs with manufacturers, potentially reducing production delays. This answer is much more detailed. It clearly explains how specific IT solutions could improve efficiency in 2 areas of the business. For each point, it provides a concrete example of how the technology would be applied and the benefits it would bring. This answer would likely receive full marks. When answering questions like this, remember to clearly identify the area of the business you're discussing, specify the IT solution you're proposing, explain how it would improve efficiency, provide a concrete example of its application or benefit. By following these steps, you'll be able to construct relevant, high-scoring answers. And that brings us to the end of part 1, looking at the key areas of organisations and how IT is used to support them. We've covered a lot today, looking at human resources, research and development, and logistics. We've seen how HR departments are using online job boards and video interviews to streamline their hiring processes. We've explored how research and development teams are leveraging 3D modelling software to design innovative products. And we've discovered how logistics teams are using advanced tracking technologies to manage their supply chains more effectively. But our journey doesn't end here. In part 2, we'll be exploring 3 more areas of business: marketing, finance, and management. We'll explore how these departments are using IT to revolutionize their operations and drive business success. We'll also be looking at more examples and tackling some practice questions to help cement your understanding. So, don't forget to watch part 2 to get the full picture of how IT is transforming modern businesses. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more T-level digital production, design and development content. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in part 2.